Although our body may deteriorate, we will never die. Good motivational Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Chase Corrington, and if you're new here, this is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel, where we seek to achieve and maintain happiness through enlightenment, where we seek to discover the hidden mysteries of our reality and the hidden wisdom of the ages. And today, I first wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed to this channel. It was good to see Alien Alan on Rex's video yesterday, I believe it was. Hadn't seen him since LeakCon. Glad to see they're all doing well. And I wanted to say a special thank you to the Oppenheimer Ranch Project for subscribing to my channel. That put me up to 175 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm humbled and honored to have each and every person that is subscribed to my channel, and each and every person that takes the time to watch my videos and listen to what I have to say, and hopefully resonate with what I have to say. Hopefully help a few people to get closer to bringing happiness into their life. You know, creating happiness inside of us. I think when I started this, I was searching for happiness outside of me to bring it to me, but I'm realizing I have to bring it out of me into the world. Now, today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, if what I really am is not my body, if what I really am is not my body, then what I really am can never deteriorate. So although, we may grow old and our bodies may start to break down and, we'll lose our hair and, whatever happens to our skin, and our body starts to deteriorate over time, that doesn't mean that what we are on the inside deteriorates. And I guarantee any of you that have had, elderly family members or just a relationship with any elderly people that are, towards the end of their physical existence or nearing the transition, if you want to call it that, I'm sure that you have noticed that these people, although their body is deteriorating, their essence and who they really are is still just as lively and just intense and just as much who that person is as they were 20 years before, 30 years before, 40 years before. Our essence inside of us continues to have the exuberance, continues to have the energy, the passion, the intensity. What we really are on the inside will not deteriorate like our body does with time. Energy cannot be destroyed, but only transmuted. Energy, ladies and gentlemen, continues on. And this is so key if you're looking for peace and happiness and a way to feel better in life, is letting go of the idea that our essence, who we are, our consciousness, will deteriorate and disappear exactly the same as our body does. Because that's what causes so much fear, and I think that's what relates fear so much to death, is that we connect so much our essence to our physical existence, when that is the biggest mistake we could do. We must disconnect our essence from our physical existence, and this brings great peace. Because when we realize who we really are, does not break down and does not deteriorate as our body does, unless you let it. But until we realize this, we'll constantly be trapped in fear and worried, the end, We look at death like the end, and that's the opposite of what it is. It's a continuance. And if you don't agree with that, I would encourage you to search with an open mind into these possibilities and see what you begin to discover, because it's amazing. It's amazing what happens when you begin to connect with these possibilities. Now, if we don't allow our body's condition to define our mind or our thoughts condition, so, maybe you're struggling with your weight, or maybe you're struggling any kind of health issue, any kind of ailment, whatever. If we don't allow our body's condition to define our mind's condition and the kind of thoughts that we have, I really want to get people to understand that if you are sick, or, if you're struggling with pain or something, that doesn't mean that you're a sick person, or that doesn't mean that you're any kind of a lesser person because you're dealing with these ailments. And this may sound ridiculous to some of you, and if it does, then that's great. But there are people out there that beat themselves up unconsciously, not knowing the drawback, not knowing the repercussions that come with beating yourself up this way. Oh, I'm not worthy, or oh, this is just the kind of person I am. And if we do not allow our body's condition to define our mind or our thoughts condition, so we keep our thoughts in a place of I am health, or I am happiness, or you constantly convince yourself, even if it's not what's happening at the moment, fake it till you make it, ladies and gentlemen. There is profound wisdom in that philosophy. Fake it till you make it, because if you start lying to yourself at first and saying, everything's okay, everything's all good, I am a great person, I will be healthy, I will be prosperous, I will be bountiful, all these things, even if it's faking it at first, the more you do it with repetition, it will become real. The same way that if we allow our, body's negative condition to define the way our thoughts go into a negative condition, if we have these negative thoughts, even though it's not real, the more and more we do it, the more real it becomes. So if you want a negative reality, continue to have negative thoughts, negative images, and negative expressions in your life. There's so many. I just seen somebody the other day walking around. They were on the phone, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm just wandering around like a zombie right now. And I'm like, what are we doing to ourselves? You tell yourself you're wandering around like a zombie? How many times is it going to take for you to tell yourself you're a zombie before you're subconsciously just living like a zombie? What if we walked around like, oh, I'm just wandering around with purpose and passion and living to my fullest right now? How long would it take before we were just saying that, and then all of a sudden we started living purpose, passion, abundance, health, wealth, whatever you want it to be? Ladies and gentlemen, do not let our body's condition define our mind or our thoughts condition. We can let go of our attachment to physical problems and stop letting physical problems create mental problems. Stop letting physical problems create mental unrest, mental distress, creating real stress in your life. A lot of times you get an ailment and it creates a ton of stress because we are allowing our physical condition to control our mental condition, because we are forgetting that our essence, who we really are, is separate from that of which we are in this physical reality. That might be confusing. Our essence, who we really are, that joy or that wonder, that sense of wonder you have when a child, that stays the same despite what happens physically. Now, I'm not saying you'll always have a joy and wonder, but I'm saying, when you say, oh, I hurt myself, there's two people there. There's an I and myself. And so the essence, the I or myself, whichever one you want to call it, let's call the myself the physical, and the I is the non-physical. So this I is not the myself. That's maybe the easiest way to explain it for those of you that are still confused, but this is so powerful. We need to understand. We will become much happier people when we can understand this. And here on this channel, I'm all about trying to help us find happiness, true content, peace, and bliss in our lives through enlightenment, through a deeper understanding of our reality. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get value from this content, please share it. Let's get up to 200 subscribers. We're going to keep going and keep growing. Keep going, and you will keep growing, ladies and gentlemen. Because in the end, we will win, but we're not done here. Create mental unrest or distress if you allow your physical problems to turn into mental problems. We will become much happier people if we can master this. And through the biology of a belief, look that up, the biology of a belief. It's very powerful. And through the biology of a belief, we'll not only become much happier people, but much healthier people. Happier you are, the healthier you are. And that's scientifically proven. So if anything to increase your physical condition, see how this works in a circle? If you let your physical condition define your mental condition, then it further destroys your physical condition, goes in a circle. So if we flip that circle back around, you control your mental condition, and it will go back to fix your physical condition. We want to go this way and not that way, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking... Anyways, let's finish this out here. Much happier people, and through the biology of a belief, much healthier people as well. And this is one of the ways, ladies and gentlemen, just one of the ways that miracles are possible for us to create in our life. We can create miracles, and every day, the more and more that I learn, the more and more I hear, the more and more I come to know, the more and more I resonate with, the more I search, the more I seek, the more I see that what we once thought was impossible is totally possible. Everything that I thought was impossible, and this goes all the way from curing yourself of terminal illnesses to going from being a broke person on the street to having an abundance of wealth. An abundance of abundance, ladies and gentlemen. These things are possible, and the more we search into miracles, the more we'll find that we can create miracles. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get value from the content that I provide, consider subscribing. Smash the like, smack the like, destroy the like button, ladies and gentlemen, because this is valuable information, and I hope I can share it in a way that's articulated efficiently enough to where we can all understand and hopefully apply this practically in our lives. And ladies and gentlemen, continue to seek to achieve and maintain happiness through enlightenment in your life. Seek to understand the hidden wisdom of the ages and seek to discover the hidden mysteries of our reality. I am Chase Corrington, and this is the Chase Corrington YouTube channel. We'll be back in the future next Monday, coming to you every Monday morning with Motivational Monday mornings to hopefully help you find more happiness, some motivation, some inspiration, all the good stuff that we need in our lives, ladies and gentlemen. Because this is the time. This is the time to be alive, and we can make a difference in the world, because there is an agenda trying to eat people up with negativity. And if you live in a world of hurt and negativity, then that's what you see in the world. When you think of negativity, then that's what you see in the world. When you think of positivity and peace and happiness and all this good stuff, then that's what you see in the world. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm starting to see a whole lot of good things happening. A whole lot of people waking up to higher levels of consciousness, conscious living, people thinking about health and happiness and, meditation and everything that's the opposite of fear, which is love. It's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen, a choice right now between fear and love. We'll see you next week with some more interesting topics to throw your way.